It's hard to believe that the Love Boat set sail over 40 years ago. And here to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Love Boat is Princess Cruise Lines and none other than Captain Stubing himself, Gavin MacLeod, and Jill Whelan. Hello and greetings from Las Vegas.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Gavin, Jill, I'm Generation X, and so I was 12 years old when Love Boat first premiered. It was my Saturday night ritual, so I'm just totally thrilled to speak to both of you today. It's just a childhood dream come true.
Oh, thank
yay.
you, Jeff.
Now, Gavin, you have an amazing film career long before Love Boat. I mean, the Mary Tyler Moore Show and just television shows galore from the Andy Griffith Show, even your movies, you know, from Kelly's Heroes to it just goes on and on and on. But for the Love Boat, what an accomplishment. You appeared in all 250 episodes. How did you even manage to do something like that?
They paid me. No, I loved it. This is the culmination of a career that started when I was 4 years old, and finally worked myself up to a captain. Was pretty cool. I have a new movie. It's just presented to me, and I'm going to be an angel. And I said, you can't do much better than being an angel after a captain. So, we're still pinching ourselves because of the success of the Love Boat and how it has just generated the cruise industry.
You know what was really unique while researching this interview? I found out that back in the day, fans could actually set sail on the Princess Cruise with you, the actual Love Boat, while they were filming the episode. That's amazing.
Oh, yes. And then you had to be careful because sometimes, like, we had the small ships and we would shoot all the crowd scenes, mostly in the carousel lounge. And the director would always say, now, don't look at the camera. And whenever you saw it put together on a Saturday night, always there'd be somebody just sort of looking at the camera, And then after the week was over of shooting, each person got a ticket and they would have a drawing and they would get a big color television set for participating. That was way in the beginning.
Yeah.
Jill, I have to admit, when I was watching the show as a little kid, I was jealous of you because not only were you running the ship, but you just had the respect of all the adults and you were in charge. I mean, I wanted to be you. I really did. So did you get a lot of positive feedback from young fans during the day?
I did, and I had such great positive memories about being aboard and actually being able to be on a cruise ship and travel the world and work with such incredible people like Gavin and the rest of our cast. It was an amazing experience, and people come up to me all the time and they say what you said, which is so cool. I wish I had been able to be in that role. It was a lot of fun, and it was everything you thought it was and more.
Gavin, I came across some trivia that Dick Van Patten was originally the captain of the Love Boat in the pilot, or it's kind of fuzzy on that history there, on that trivia.
No, that was a mistake. He was the doctor in the first one. Yeah, that somebody put that in his obituary. I said, that's not the truth, because the first captain was Quinn Redeker, who was a wonderful, handsome guy with a lot of hair. The second one was an actor from Australia, who was prematurely gray, but very handsome. So I think they thought, well, we'll get this little dumpy guy without any hair, and maybe he can make it work as the captain. And that's when I got it. And so I'm very grateful. But no, Dick didn't do that. Bernie can tell you, because Bernie was on the second one also, playing the doctor. And no, I don't know what he played.
He played the doctor, I think. Dick played the doctor
but
for a while.
But Bernie played something else.
He did? Did he play?
Yeah, he was in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bernie, Ted, and Fred and Dick were on the second one.
We need some Love Boat experts.
Sorry about that. I mean, it sounds like we don't know what we're talking about, but we know what we're talking about. Anyway, that's what we know.
Well, I guess I heard some sad news just a short while ago. The original Love Boat was sold for salvage and it was scrapped, and it's got to be some bittersweet memories. The original boat is gone now.
I know, and a writer went over there and got some pieces. He gave me 3 feet of a ledge and one of the round big golden things from the carousel lounge, and the ceiling pieces. So I have those as memory, but I have memories, and that's a good thing.
And the other thing along with that is that at least for Gavin and I, our cruising Love Boat experience has extended. I mean, nobody would have ever been able to convince me that 40 years later we would still be talking about what an amazing experience it is to take a cruise. And so even though that ship was decommissioned, there are 18 ships, mega ships, that Gavin can talk about.
Yeah, and we go to 350 locations. That's Princess. That's what we do. and there's
So
more
it's still
coming.
there. It's still there for us.
The people, you know, that song, give them what they want when they want it, they'll be coming back for more. That's what happens with Princess Cruises. I've never seen anybody that hasn't only taken one. They say, before it's over, I'm booking for another one. They have such a good time. And I think it's all a reflection because Princess grew when we grew. We became more popular, the show, as time went on, and Princess has done exactly the same thing. Once we ended 4 years ago, that's when Princess really took off.
Just
And
because
it's
our
been
show
exciting.
ended, just because our show ended didn't mean that people didn't have a reason to celebrate. And so, you know, they're constantly celebrating on a Princess Cruise, which is kind of what my role is with Princess Now, is to talk about the many ways you can celebrate. And so it's alive and well, and Love Boat is alive and well on Princess Cruises.
And I'm telling you, you're looking at two grateful people here. My little daughter is as grateful as I am.
Yes.
And she's a lot younger, as you can see.
As many as the great guest stars and the memories of the Love Boat I had as a kid, I have to tell you guys that the Love Boat also scarred me really bad. When I was 12 years old, you know, the fall of 1977, Kristy McNichol was my first crush, my puppy love. I could not live without her. And on the episode of the Love Boat where she was with Scott Baio and they kissed at the end of the episode, it destroyed me. It really did. I still haven't recovered. I mean, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep for weeks at a time because that should have been me being kissed on the deck of the Love Boat.
Oh,
You and many other young men had the same experience. poor guys, I know, and Kristy actually is a fabulous woman. So you chose well for a first crush.
So 250 episodes and thousands of guest stars. Do you guys have like a favorite guest star that appeared on the show with you? I know it's a lot to choose from.
It was Gene Kelly, Lana Turner.
Oh, I forgot Gene Kelly
Yes.
was on our show. Yes, he was in Hong Kong.
Yes,
right.
he was.
Oh, and we had the English.
Ginger
Trevor
Rogers.
Howard was there, and some great English actors were on our show. I forgot about them.
Yes.
Wow, how fast you forget. But I think my favorite really.
It's so
it's
hard
got
to
to be
pick.
her. Because when she came on, you started to see the captain in a different way. But after her would become Marion Ross, who the captain really fell in love with, had 2 years on the ship, and on the last Love Boat we ever did, as a series, we got married. And that was such a wonderful experience. And you remember Marion, Marion, besides being a brilliant actress, was Mrs. C from
Mrs. Cunningham on Happy Days.
Happy Days.
Gavin, Jill, thank you so much for talking to me today. I have just such great memories of the Love Boat. Thank you so much. I'm such a big fan. And congratulations on your success of the series.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Also check me out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'd love to hear from you. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard in Las Vegas. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.